Hello ladies and gents, boys and girls, my name is Finn, or yet the Gaming Phil, and I am once again here for another DCS mission editor tutorial. This one comes at the suggestion of a wonderful gentleman by the name of CritFail, who subscribed to my YouTube channel a number of days ago, and suggested to me that I needed to do a tutorial on how to have an AI aircraft target moving objects. So the bombing command that I showed in my previous DCS mission editor tutorial regarding AI bombing is only valid for attacking a static position on a map, so something that is not moving. Generally a building or something like that, or a dam perhaps, or a bridge. What we're going to do in this case is target, as we say, a moving object. So what we'll do, let's quickly go in on our ground units over here. We're going to click ground units, we're going to set the name as target, we're going to go Russia, we're going to set him to be a BTR-80, we're going to rename him Brian, because Brian's a fun name. We're going to untick everything else, we're just going to pop him here, and then I'm going to set him as on-road, he can be off-road, however you like. On-road I feel like is more accurate for a convoy. And then what we'll do next is we'll just kind of whip down the road here a number of miles. So he's got about a 8.5, 9 mile route, and we're just going to set him to be going at 30 knots the whole time, about 30 miles an hour, 30 nautical miles an hour. And so that is our mate Brian there on a lovely 17-minute journey, as you can see right here, just to drive from wherever he is now over to the next town. And you know what? Why not? While we're at it, let's chuck in some more vehicles. So let's say here that our mate Brian is the head of this convoy. So the second unit in the convoy, let's call this Dave. Dave here is joining him on the convoy. Let's change his vehicle type to be unarmed, so we can have Brian here up front in the armored vehicle, and then further back, let's get a Kamaz of some kind. Let's see what we got. Where's Kamaz? Or am I being silly? There we are, Kamaz. I think that's the right one. Yeah, there. So got a Kamaz there. Why don't we add a couple more Kamaz trucks, and then right at the back, let's go for. Ooh, what are we feeling? Let's go for a UAZ. Why not? UAZs are fun, like that. Cool. So we've got a little convoy going on here with one armoured vehicle at the front and a couple unarmoured vehicles at the back. So just like your standard little group over here. And well, you know, let's quickly zip through. So let's have a look here. So we've got target 4. Let's rename this. So we've got Brian. Let's have Andrew, like that. Let's have Jules. Why not? Let's have what's another good name? Ryan. Why not? And then we've got Dave at the back there. Cool. So we've got our little convoy there. Obviously, now that our convoy is going to be going to the right location, we want to set up an aircraft to attack it. So what we're going to do, let's get an aircraft in. Let's make it USA. Let's call it A10C II electric boogaloo. Let's keep him on close air support because that's kind of the role that he's going to be doing. Plus that will enable us to select the correct advanced waypoint action down here. I'm going to set it to be an A10C II. We're going to, well, let's leave the name as is for the moment. Let's add a waypoint in here, just over here, like that. And let's measure the distance. Now what we need it to be is at least 3 nautical miles along any part of this guy's route from where to attack from. I prefer about 5 nautical miles because it gives him a little bit longer. So on this waypoint here, which is going to be our attack waypoint, we're going to add an advanced waypoint action here, which is going to be perform task, and we're going to do attack group. Now this will be to attack any and all units in the convoy. So we're going to set the group to be target, we're going to set the weapon to be cannon, because for the moment we're just going to use the cannon to attack this group. You could set anything within, So this can be, you could set as vague as any unguided weapon or any guided weapon, and then he'll pick from whichever in his arsenal that he has. So if it's unguided, it can be anything from cannons, rockets, light rockets, heavy rockets, bombs, iron bombs, cluster bombs, and candle bombs. And if it's guided, it can be anything from guided bombs, anti-ship missiles, air-to-ground missiles, standard ASMs, and ARMs, or anti-radiation missiles. So that is the variety of weapons that you can pick from. We're just going to pick cannon here. If you set it to be vague, like unguided for example, and he has bombs and cannons and things like that, he's probably going to pick the cannon first. So if you want him to attack with bombs, you must set him to attack with bombs. Otherwise, you're leaving it up to the AI decision making, which is not always amazing. Anyway, so set it to be target. Release quantity, we're using the cannon. He can pick however many he wants to do. Attack quantity, now you can set a max attack quantity. You know, you can set it as high as you like, and this is basically the maximum amount of attacks that this guy's going to do before being like, I'm not attacking these guys anymore. So we're just going to leave that off. He will attack until he's done. Group attack means that if he's got a second aircraft with him, the second aircraft will join in. And so basically the first aircraft will be the attack aircraft and, you know, going in, and then the second one will join in behind him. If you untick that and you've got a two flight of aircraft, one of them will perform the attack while the other one orbits. Basically how it works. Direction from, if you click that, all it's going to do is you've got this little spinner here that you're going to drag around in circles. You can see that little black line moving around. That's just going to tell him what direction you want to come from. So if I'm dragging this down to the bottom left hand corner, he's going to fly in from the southwest in a northeasterly direction. If you set it to be the opposite corner, he's going to come in from the southeast, and he's going to go in a northwesterly direction. Likewise, opposites, if you're going from the north to the south, south to the north, etc. Basically, the direction you're pointing in is the direction on the compass that he's going to be coming from. Altitude above, quite simple. If you tick that box, when he goes in for his initial attack, he wants to be above that altitude. Not much point unless you're doing guided bombing. I would say guided bombing, you might as well just stick altitude above on there, and and set it to like 20,000 feet or something, and then when he's dropping, minimum of that height. That's that's all it is. It's for setting your ground floor level for your attack. So that's actually all we need to do to get this guy going. So we're just going to hit save, and we're going to hit fly, and we're just going to watch our aircraft go and attack Brian and Dave and Andrew and Ryan and whoever else was in there. I can't remember. So let's so we're zoomed in here. Let's just keep skipping time a little bit until we're at the end point. Here we are. Where are they? Can you see them? Here we are, on the road just down there, right in front of us. He's attack number one in the convoy, and they've all split. Alright, so now he's going to fly up, fly around, and number one is down. He's going to fly off, give himself a little bit of direction to lead off from. He's going to turn around, and then you can see the first one's cooked off there. And he's going to come on in on whichever one he decides to be the second one. He's going to come around. And sometimes they will just stop midway through the attack because they've decided that they've done enough and that they don't want to continue fighting anymore. This might be because of being Winchester on ammo. It might be because being bingo on fuel, something like that. And then for the last one here, what an expert dude that we have there. Absolutely decimated that convoy. So if you wanted to, you could set up as many aircraft as you like in as many groups as you like to attack as many units in a convoy as you like. As far as I can tell, I've not seen any evidence to state that you can that there is a max number of units in a convoy. There might be a limit, but I've never witnessed one. I've never had to get that high. But yeah, so now this dude conveniently is just going to go and land at this airfield. But yes, so I hope that's been useful to you. That was my quick 10-minute tutorial on how to DCS mission with AI aircraft that will attack a set of moving vehicles in a convoy. Um, so yeah, that's been me, Finn, or yet another gaming fell. I hope you guys enjoyed. All the like, favorite, subscribe bollocks. I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.